Hello guys, answering your question about action potential. So action potential is important for how our body communicates, especially the nervous system. It's how nerve cells, which are also called neurons, send electrical signals to each other and to muscles. Without action potentials, your brain couldn't tell your muscles to move, your heart to beat, or even your lungs to breathe. And I want to tell us a little about why action potential is important. It's important first for muscle contraction. When you decide to pick, for example, a pen, the brain sends a signal to your muscles through action potentials. This electrical signal travels down the nerves to tell the muscles to contract and lift the pen. The second is heart function. Your heart beats because of action potentials. Specialized cells in the heart generate action potentials that control the rhythm of your heartbeat. The third is reflexes. If you touch, like for example, a hot stove, sensory neurons send an action potential to your brain telling you it's hot. And motor neurons fire action potential to pull your hand away instantly. Now let's look at what happens during an action potential. First, it starts with the resting state. Normally, the inside of the neuron is more negatively charged compared to the outside because of ions. And we know the sodium and the potassium ions. This creates a resting membrane potential of about negative 70 millivolts. The second step is triggering the signal. So when a stimulus occurs, like for example, touching something hot, it causes tiny channels in the neuron membrane to open, allowing sodium ions to flow in. If the stimulus is strong enough to reach a threshold, which usually happens at around negative 55 millivolts, the neuron will fire an action potential. And the next step after that is depolarization. Once the threshold is reached, more sodium channels open and sodium ions rush in, making the inside of the cell positive to around plus 30 millivolts. This rapid change in the charge is what sends the signal down the neuron. The next is repolarization. After the peak, sodium channels close and potassium ions, which are also positively charged, flow out, making the inside of the cell negative again. This brings the cell back towards its resting state. Sometimes there is something called hyperpolarization. So too many potassium ions leave the cell, making it even more negative at rest during this. So this it's a brief of a short called like hyperpolarization, as I said. So returning back to its rest, the neuron's sodium potassium pump works to restore balance of ions, bringing back its resting state and ready to fire another action potential when necessary. So let's look at some real life examples that will help us understand this action potential even more better. Walking, like your brain, when you're walking, your brain sends action potential to your legs to help you walk. And heart rate, like heart rhythm. The heart pacemaker cells generate action potential that keeps your heart beating in a regular rhythm. Another one is pain response. When you stomp, for example, your toe, action potential carries the pain signals from your toe to your brain. And for like an action potential, it's like electrical waves that help different parts of the body communicate with each other, keeping your body working. Thank you for listening, and please like and share. Thank you. I hope it helps you. Bye.